Weights and Downer. You or someone you know has lost the ability to earn a living because someone put the company interests before their well-being. In times like these, there's one firm who has handled hundreds of catastrophic and lost earning cases. Before you settle fast with a company's attorney, give Weights and Downer a call. 985-876-0870. Weights and Downer. Let us fight for your rights.
All right, we are back, joined by the parish president of Terrebonne Parish, Mr. Jason Bergeron. And I know real quick you want to offer some condolences with what happened in New Orleans.
Yes, sir. I know we had our ribbon cutting this morning for first, second floor, and it's just, every time you have an opportunity to offer a moment of silence and condolences for those families and the ones that have dealt with, everybody talks about the deaths, but a lot of people with injuries and a lot of people's lives were changed that day, and the families and everything they have to deal with. We definitely, it's hard to understand what they're going through, but just to offer any support we can.
Oh, we appreciate that. And now we're dealing with cold weather. It's coming, so we thought it'd be a good idea to talk with you and just, some advice for people out there. And I know we still have some people that can't find some shelter, so it's a tough situation. But your thoughts on that, the cold weather coming in? Yeah,
it's always a situation of being safe versus being sorry. The 4 Ps, the people, pipes, plants, and pets. And so if you're not sure, just err on the side of caution. We do have our warming shelter for those that don't have a place to live at Dumas Auditorium, open at night, I think from 5 to 9 in the morning. With some meals that are going there. But outside of that, just, look out for people, keep an eye on people, the elderly and those that maybe don't have all the necessities they need. Just make sure that you call and check on people while this is going on.
We can take heat. We've all been in the heat quite a bit, but when the real frigid cold comes, I find people are a little different. Nobody likes that cold weather.
Yeah, we were just walking over here, and just that it's the cold with the wind on top of it, right? Yeah, when you get that wind chill that gets below freezing. I think tonight it's gonna be about a 5-hour window where it's gonna be below freezing. So again, you just want to make sure you bring things inside, you cover things up, and just really make sure that you again just check on people that could be dealing with some cold issues and maybe don't have the heat like everybody else does.
Especially like shut-ins and the elderly, for sure. You want to pop in, especially if they don't have any family. You want to pop in and make sure they're okay.
Yes. And again, it's just making sure that people are safe and that we don't lose anybody. So
yeah, no doubt about it. So how did the opening go on the first floor this morning? It really looked nice when we were covering the store this morning, and looked like right after y'all finished the ceremony, people were rolling in.
Yeah, it was. I look at that as progress. It's definitely an opportunity to show the world, show the parish, show our residents that we're building back, we're coming back, that we're continue being resilient and continue to be strong. And it's something that, unfortunately, we had a lot of practice with, and I think we get better every time. But just to know that, I feel like that when you know somebody that's going through a similar situation, so when we have residents that are still dealing with IDA and insurance and just rebuilding and recovery, to know that we're in that same boat, that we're going through it together, just that understanding, I think is better for everybody,
But the whole time I was listening to y'all and just looking around, it just makes it so much easier for people to come on the first floor, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's again, if something's needed related to different departments, and again, like they talked about this morning, having paperwork in 2 different buildings, there's definitely some efficiencies for being able to be back home, like we're calling it. But to have them in the building and have our residents better go to government towers for everything, it's definitely helpful.
Yeah. So we got about 3 minutes left. Any New Year's resolutions for the parish president?
Man, that's funny. I got asked that before. I'm really not a resolution person. It's a situation where always trying to have continuous improvement, whether it be spiritually, professionally, or personally. But it's always live life trying to be better today than I was yesterday, and better day than day than I was this morning.
Thing, right?
Yeah, and so that's how I've kind of always looked at it: is always should be eating better, always should be working out, always should be doing the things that take care of both the body and the mind and the soul. So I do that during the holidays, is to make sure I spend time with family and loved ones and really give them the attention and kind of recharge the batteries. And so More, it's going to be more of moving Terrebonne forward. It's going to be doing everything with efficiencies and trying to make sure that we efficiently spend and work with every dollar that we have, trying to do more with what we have, with our people, with our systems, and just really doing everything we can to make sure Terrebonne Parish is safe and that our quality of life improves every day.
Did you get a chance to watch that last Saints game?
I listened to it on the radio. I actually went to do some hunting, coming back and was listening to it on the radio. And, like we were kind of talking about earlier, it's like, man, I love that the guys aren't giving up and they're playing hard. At the same time, it's like, where does that put us as far as a draft pick? But it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. There's, rumors we have about the new coach and who stays, who goes, what players. We got a lot of aging players with some high salary cap hits. So it's going to be interesting to see what shakes out of it. But, that whole rebuilding process we've been talking about a while, I think we're not going to miss the opportunity to not go through it this time, right? It's going to be something they have to address.
Well, does the parish president have any front runners on who you would like to see be the coach?
A couple names that I've heard, Glenn was one of them. A couple of people that have relationships with the Saints, I think. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see. Let's just bring Kubiak on. If Glenn comes on, does Kubiak stay? Yeah. What does that kind of look like? Because I think that offense has an opportunity, but definitely don't mind a defensive-minded coach.
I've always heard John Gruden all the time, but somebody at lunch told me he's been out of coaching too long. I'm going, I still take him.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely a lot of good options and opportunities there, and it'll be interesting to see the direction the team goes.
Yeah. Well, good seeing you again, and it was good to see in that building. I know a lot of people have smiles getting back to where they were before, and they feel pretty comfortable right there. So congratulations on that move.
Yeah, it feels like some normalcy, and I want to tell everybody I wish them a blessed, safe, and happy New Year, and God bless.
All right. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it, and stay warm.
Thank you for having us, and everybody else stay warm out there, too.
There you go. All right, the parish president, Jason Bergeron. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with a lot more. Don't go away. Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.